Hello everyone, I am Billy Zhe-Wei, and today it's my honor to share our project, Tainan City Council Watchbot. I'm Billy Zhe-Wei, I'm the PN of this project, and also I'm a director of Tainan Sprout, and my job is a research fellow at TICTeC, it's a national think tank in Taiwan. And let me introduce Tainan City first. Tainan City is the earliest city created in Taiwan and is at here. You can see is at here and has been established for 400 years. And Tainan Sprout was established in 2016 in Tainan. And that year, during the Lunar New Year, an earthquake struck and causing the collapse of the Weiguan building in Tainan. Many young people who had returned home for the holiday stepped up as volunteers to assist the collapsed building. And afterwards, these young people want to channel their collective energy to make a meaningful contribution to Tainan. And this led to the establishment of Tainan Sprout. The primary mission of the Tainan Sprout is to lower the barrier to participating in local politics. So the city council has always been the core of our work. At first, we capture the public attention by editing and share video clips of city council proceeding to highlight the key moment during the council inquiries. In one instance, a councillor suggests that the police should avoid stopping people from drunk driving within 100 meters of their homes, argue that many older residents only drink nearby before heading home. These video clips angered many and sparking criticism in the video's comments section. At last, he was forced to issue a public apology. This video generated the highest traffic we had ever seen. However, it also made us reflect, is that the best way to hold councillor accountable? Or is merely entertaining the attention-grabbing and increasing online bullying? And inspired by the GovZero's legislative Yuan voting guide, a project that uses open data to inform the public, we make a similar initiative. Within the help of GovZero participant DDIO, Tainan Sprout mobilized a large group of volunteers to clean and organize city council records, leading to the creation of the City Council Watch website. And this is how the website looked like. This website allows citizens to search for the information about their district representative, including inquiries, proposals, and other legislative activities. But, however, like many similar projects, this website facing a huge challenge. Many users didn't know how to start or needed additional guidance to find the specific information they were looking for. So last year, we decided to take a different approach. We developed a chatbot and make the Tainan City Council's information more accessible and user-friendly. We built a chatbot on Line. Line is Taiwan's most popular message app such as Watchbot. By simply adding it as a friend, user can ask questions directly. The chatbot supports multiple languages, including Chinese, English, French, German, and many even allow users to ask questions via voice recordings. We leverage the ChatGPT as the foundation of our chatbot. Its conversational capability make it efficient, effective, and engaging. At the same time, the chatbot interface that aligns the user's natural habits. Finally, I would like to share our development journey with you. At first, we just want to clean the console meeting data first, and then put that data into the GPTs. And you know that at that time, the OpenAI just released the GPTs, and user can use that as their own GPT. and put the data in and make their own GPT. And then we want to make it develop a chat interface and to make it on maybe a web page to make people can ask the questions through the interface. But at first, we're facing a challenge is from the data. And here is a challenge, you choose between the speed and complete. And that is because at first, if we want a correct data from officially source, the city council meeting transcript won't be released until half of year. So it will take a lot of time. But if we use the AI such as Whisper to convert the meeting audio into text, it still requires a lot of manpower for proofreading, and it takes a lot of time and manpower. So it's really hard for us. So unless we decide to use the data source from official source. And this is the data that we use. It's a council meeting transcript and released in the PDF format. That means we need to use the program to transfer the text from the PDF. And also we collect the information of the Tainan City councilors so that people can ask the question about how to connect to the councilor. And because to transfer the data from the PDF is really hard. So Tainan Sprout also was the FNF Foundation and promote the Tainan City Council open data. And we go to meet the speak of Tainan City Council and ask them to release more kind of format such as DOCX. And they say yes. So this year we will get more kind of format of the data, more kind of format of the data. So we can try to add more data into the chatbot. And then is to put into the GPTs. At first, the GPTs need the people have a ChatGPT account to access that. But later, the OpenAI released Assistant API, so we try to use the Assistant API and the vector store of the Assistant API and do the RAG of the chatbot. And then about the chat interface. At first, we want to develop our own, but later, because of the API and also in Taiwan, the line has some API for develop your own chatbot. So we using the line interface instead. And of course, open source matters. So all the data that we clean up and the source code all are released on GitHub under the MIT license. And what can the chatbot do? The chatbot can present the overall performance of the city council and compare the standpoint of the councilors and highlight key point of the city council discussions. And for that we all hope that this chatbot can help the citizen to make informed voting decisions. And here are some simple questions that you can ask, such as which councilor in the Anping district of Tainan City are concerned about the transportation policies, and what is the discussion issue, or how did the councilor performance. And here I will do some live demo. Some of the data I'm already input into the interface here. So can you see the line interface? I think yes. Okay, and so here is a question, and I can input that and just wait for some time, and it will answer. And at the background, yeah, here you can see here is the answer. In Anping district, a councilor Shen Zhendong expressed concern about the transportation policy, such as like that. So people can ask the question simple by using this kind of interface and to ask the question. Yeah, so yeah, let me share the screen back. Wait a second. Here, yeah. Okay, so the chatbot still has some limitation, such as it cannot handle statistical data. And because the limitation of the data that we can put in, the source do not include the news data, so it cannot respond to current events. And the question unrelated to the console data may result in incorrect response. And the most important for us is AI sometimes may misunderstand the traditional Chinese, that the language that we use. And the most important is it costs too much. For now, that every 30 question will cost €1. And that means if the chatbot become more popular, and we will need to pay much money for the people because they use the API. And but the chatbot still has some very good feedback, and you can see the feedback from the counselor, from the civil society group, and from citizen. They all like this kind of chatbot because it's more easy for them to ask the question and get the answer at the same time. And also, there are 3 local civil groups are interested in adopting this chatbot. And because the chatbot is open source, so they can use the code by themselves, or we can help them. There are still another further work. At first is that I mentioned before that we are trying to add more data. And we also want to promote more open data for Tainan City Council. And we hope that maybe in the future they can release the data, not just in the format of the DOCF, maybe under CSV, JSON, or give us API to access that. And promote the chatbot to increase user adopting and refine it based on feedback. And at last, we hope that we can help some civic group and to implement this kind of technology. And we are really thanks for the FNF Foundation for supporting this project. And here are some English website of the Watchbot and the line URL, and you can scan that. Okay, thank you. It's my presentation done. Thank you very much.